Yes, guys, welcome back to ShootOut. It is my favourite time of the week. It's Eunice's favourite time of the week, and I bet it's yours as well. It's the time where we either look like geniuses or, as per usual, we struggle to get correct scores in what has been a crazy, chaotic, combustible Premier League season. You look comfortable.
Speak for yourself.
Why are you so relaxed over there? You lost, mate. I'm back in business, bro.
I let you.
No, he didn't. And you know why he's talking waffle? Because this is filmed before the Man United game. So maybe Eunice actually did get a draw. It's Christmas.
If that happens, yeah, and we end up tying 7-7 today.
Mate, I'll tell you what, it's actually going to be a bit difficult. So we're going to have to keep up with it. If you really want to be a legend and you want to be like a ShootOut OG, keep an eye on everything that goes on with the prediction series over Christmas, because I'm not here. So we're going to be doing things remotely and we're going to be having to record some things in advance. So we don't want any foul play. Yeah. We know that there is cards in this series. We both received a yellow this season, and 2 yellows in one season is a red. So, we can't...
A suspension?
Yeah, a suspension.
What does that even mean? Does that mean you don't show up to a shoot?
I don't know. If anything, actually, it's actually more of a problem than anything else. I think it should be a fine. Or wait, hang on. Can I clarify something here? Did we shake on stream the other day for the watch along that we're not getting our hairs cut? Okay, here's the deal. If one of us gets another yellow, it resets an extra 2 matches on that Chelsea win.
So it becomes 7?
List. Yeah. Yeah.
So you need 7 games
in a row before you cut the hair. That's a great one. So if one of us gets booked today, it's up to 7 Chelsea wins in a row.
Guys, who wants to see Benson with long hair?
Bro, I do not want to see it personally. I love having short hair, man.
Come out looking like Barry Gibb from the Bee
Gees. Mate, I tell you what, I might age a lot this weekend, I tell you. Boys, let me just paint some pictures for you here, all right? Look, Newcastle away is hard, isn't it? It's a horrible fixture. It's just before Christmas. It's the early kickoff. I honestly, if there's ever proof that there is an agenda against my football club, it is this scheduling. Who in their right mind has done this? Poor Chelsea fans. Because if you're going to this game, what sent you over the edge? Well, I don't know what he's going to say. I really don't.
He just made us sound so stuck up and so
Mate, it's horrifying. Who in their right mind wants to get...
We sound so entitled.
No, I am entitled. I'm fully defending us here.
Go on.
12 o'clock kickoff. Mate, that's the kickoff. You got to leave. If you want to get there and have 2 or 3 pints before the game, which just before Christmas is a lovely idea, or a coffee or 7, you've got to leave at 3 a.m.
No, it's Newcastle away. That is... Yeah,
it's a horrifying time.
For anyone that knows, Newcastle away for Chelsea is the furthest ground to go to.
Yeah. And they've made it the most difficult for us to get to.
It's a 7-8 hour trip, on a bus anyway. If you're on your own motor, if you're on your own car, then you can maybe make it in 5.
Yeah, or if you don't care about speeding tickets, you could do it in 4.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I wouldn't advocate that though. But let's get to the football. I'm very concerned about this game, but I wanna paint the avenue for you here. Okay, Newcastle are going to be hurting. Losing to Sunderland is going to really hurt them. And my concern for Newcastle, because I actually like Newcastle, right? So I'm not coming at this with pure hatred. I'm annoyed at the scheduling. I'm not annoyed at Newcastle.
We love the Geordies.
I just wonder in this team right now if they've got enough about them to use that Sunderland loss to their advantage, to use it as like a catalyst for vigour, aggression and passion. Now, I have no doubts the Newcastle fans will not only be saddened by the defeat to Sunderland, but they're always up for this fixture as well, because they know it's beneficial for them as a crowd to get behind their team when Chelsea come to town, because we can be weak in these scenarios, can't we? We can arrive in a hostile atmosphere, blame the early kickoff, blame the bus journey, blame whatever you want to blame, the cold, the wind, the snow, the rain, and Newcastle will find the better of us. Tell me that I'm wrong.
You said you wanted to paint the picture, right?
Yeah.
Can you paint the picture to someone who's already come to a conclusion?
Why Chelsea can win?
This is a Newcastle win.
Oh, Eunice. No, it's not. Because Newcastle are hurting.
So much for setting the picture.
No. I'm telling you now, I've got some crazy things happen in football at Christmas time.
True.
So if this was January, I'd be like, nope. Newcastle 3, Chelsea 0. That's not my prediction, by the way. I'm not. I think we're going to win this. I believe.
I have to be honest.
I believe purely out of just I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. It's Christmas time, baby, and I want to come here. It'll make my Christmas if we beat Newcastle away. It'll make my year.
No, let me get this straight. If Chelsea win, it's a big result at St James's that time, and if we're being honest with how we've been playing, you know, the Everton game was a nice little bounce back, but we've needed to improve, and Maresca's needed to get some things right. And Newcastle, it's not even about just playing Newcastle after having lost to Sunderland. Irrespective, it's Newcastle when they play a big team. They're like us.
They are. They're so much like us. It's actually
They're like us. They're the OGs of this. You know, we've kind of become this, but they've always been this. So when they play big teams at their ground, mate, they're winning.
It's curtains.
It's curtains for whoever shows up to St James's. And then they'll play Burnley and lose 3-0. Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to know the actual reason why they're not winning, though?
Go on, tell me.
Because Moy is not red card.
For those that don't know,
follow my Instagram.
Follow his Instagram. But no, you're right. Moy is not red card.
He's not red card, mate. He's back and he's going to score the winner.
That is actually true. To a good extent, that could make a difference. But I don't... Okay, so what's going through my mind at the moment, right? My perspective. I don't know if just Newcastle St James's is enough to hurt our players mentally before the game is even started. Like, is it? Is it not? I genuinely don't know, but I've got a feeling that might be the case.
Psychologically, we need to treat this like every other big game.
I agree.
And therefore,
I agree.
We will do that, and we will win 2-1 at St James's Park.
The thing is, though, Newcastle do this too. And they will treat this like a big game. And Newcastle in big games actually show up and win.
So we're against each other, but we're not. Because we're obviously the watch-along, all right? I'm not going to be in the same place as Eunice, but we're going to make it work. It's going to be old collab cam settings. We're going to do it.
Yep.
It's going to be a big one. Don't tell me you're going to say that Newcastle are going to win.
I want to be completely honest. I don't want to lie. Right, and I don't want to just come on and... Because if this was like our channels... My channel, I'd be like, okay, let's put our blue tinted glasses on. On here, I can be completely transparent and completely, just set it straight. I see a Newcastle win.
No! Oh no!
I do see a Newcastle win.
What's it going to be?
2-1.
Well, obviously here, you're hoping that I'm right, aren't you? Don't you?
100%.
Let's give me 3 points then. Come on, Chelsea. Go there and win. Please. Do us all a favor. It'll make my Christmas, honestly. And more than any... Okay, if it was Arsenal or Tottenham, it would mean more. But Newcastle away, I looked at the fixture list and I'm like, why have you done this to us? Why this game at this time before Christmas? Like, you've got the... Chelsea, you have the chance to make Christmas great again. Do it, all right?
Yeah, Christmas has been
Do you want to be out there on the pitch receiving medals from Donald Trump again in the future? Well, if you do, make sure you win this.
No, and I agree. Look, if Chelsea do get a result, right, that changes the entire...
I'm putting in existence, mate.
That changes the trajectory completely. Mm-hmm. That's a big psychological win. If it's a big psychological issue going to St James in the first place, if we overcome that, it's a big psychological win.
Absolutely.
Massive.
It's all swings and roundabouts right now, and it's like a seesaw. It's momentum, isn't it? Like, we're going to go up, we're going to go down. Let's wait and see. Big game, though. Let us know your predictions in the comments. As always, moving from one big game to another big game, but for different reasons. Bournemouth versus Burnley. Well, we don't know the Man United-Bournemouth score, so Bournemouth could be back at this point. We don't know. Amorim could be sacked. Who knows? All right, you lot do. We don't. Bournemouth-Burnley. if Bournemouth don't win this, bloody hell, mate.
This is like that meme. You've seen that? Brother. Brother. I don't think anyone outside of Bournemouth and Burnley fans are watching this game.
Oh, I'm going to give it a good whirl, mate.
We will, of course. But I mean, like, the normal fan will be like, I ain't tuning into that. You have a day off. Mate, Burnley are Burnley. And right now, Bournemouth are Bournemouth. You know?
Yep.
losing,
that one coming.
losing.
Yeah, but...
And now Bournemouth have joined them. Losing.
But do you think that this could play into Burnley's hands or Bournemouth's hands? Because I think
Bournemouth.
There's a big surely Bournemouth are a better team than Burnley all day.
Bournemouth.
Every day.
This is actually a really good chance for Bournemouth to just reset, start
I
again,
concur.
guys.
I concur.
Okay, Bournemouth, Areola, all of you. Okay, just stop. Start again.
No. Guess who's back with a brand new rap? Yeah, what's the score going to be?
3-1 Bournemouth.
I'm saying the same. I already wrote it in, which it's not technically a yellow card because I didn't say it out loud, but I already put that one. So we're going for the same score. 3-1. Yeah, I think Burnley will score, but I think Bournemouth will score a few.
Yeah.
And they kind of need that right now,
Yeah.
I think. Brighton versus Sunderland.
Oh.
Now, we do this every Brighton game. However...
Are they home or away?
Brighton are at home, ladies and gentlemen. If this was at Sunderland, Sunderland would win. And they're unbeaten at the Stadium of Light, by the way. 5 wins, 3 draws, no losses.
Mental.
That's a mad record.
Yeah.
But Brighton are at home in this game. And with Brighton at the moment, I don't really know what we're going to get. They're 10th in the table, which is kind of like, I don't know what you're going to get because they've not won in their last 3. Sunderland, I think that could be, as much as they've had some great results this season, they've obviously won at Chelsea, they had the late equaliser at home to Arsenal. That Newcastle win, I really think, is going to spur them on. I think they're going to grow from this. I think they've got the squad to do it. I think they've got the quality of players to be able to do that. I do think maybe this will be one step too far in terms of a win, but I'm going to go with 1-1. I think they'll get a draw, which I think is a good result away at Brighton.
Course. I think you're right. I want to try and say, okay, is there a case for either side to get 3 points? Sunderland, I think, will be carrying form and a big, big statement against Newcastle, especially in terms of the history of that fixture. But Brighton losing at Liverpool in the way that they did at home, I expect better from Brighton. So, yeah, does it cancel itself out? Perhaps. I'm going to say 2-2.
Okay, goals. Okay.
Goals.
I think that's a fair thing. I think there's been goals in Brighton games at the Amex recently as well, the 4-3 Aston Villa win being the one that comes to mind, but good game expected then.
Yep.
Man City, West Ham. Of all of the matches we've had so far, this is, for me, the third out of the 4 that I'm most sure about. The Bournemouth game, I think, is a no-brainer. I'm convinced Chelsea are going to win. And I'm not sure about Brighton and Sunderland, but I am very sure about Man City beating West Ham.
This is the most sure I am out of all the games so far. There's not even much to say on it. It's obvious.
Probably.
This is the beautiful thing about the Premier League, is that you never know. Who knows? One off day, one good day for West Ham, all of a sudden something happens, right? It would be a shock, but I don't see it. Man City have built up some really good rhythm with some players that are now coming into form. Haaland's killing it. West Ham, I don't think, have the facilities to stop it.
West Ham don't have the facilities.
They just don't.
He's done it again.
Don't. But they might score, right? West Ham are pushing, and you can see that they're starting to, formulate something. But yeah, I've got City win all day long here.
What's the score?
4-1.
4-1. Wow. Okay. I think 3-1. I'm gonna 4-1. I think West Ham might do better. Part of me's got a feeling this could be 2-2. I don't know why. You get those little Christmas inclinations. You get those little thoughts and feelings.
Jared Bowen, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, like a world-class goal or something ridiculous is going to get West Ham something random from this game. But I'll say 3-1. That's what my brain's telling me. This is like me trying to make sure I don't let Eunice pull away with it this week. I'm back now. I think. I really hope it doesn't finish Man United 1-1 Bournemouth. I really do. But I'm saying I'm back. Speaking of back, this is the game where Wolves are back, baby. Wolves Brentford at the Molineux. They need some Christmas time, some mistletoe and some wine, and a few wins Wolves need right now. They're going to get it here. They are going to beat Brentford. I'm backing them. I am fully in the sympathy corner for Wolves right now after the Arsenal game, because that would have been the best draw ever if they'd have got that.
You're in the sympathy corner.
Yep.
Mate, I'm at the graveyard.
Well, I mean, what kind of feelings go through your brain in the graveyard?
Just best
That's a bad question, really. Wasn't it? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put you under the bus there. We'll leave that in.
Mate, Wolves are done and out.
No, they're not.
They're finished.
They're not. They're coming back this weekend. They're going to win.
No, they're not.
They're going to beat Brentford.
No, they're not.
They are. They're going to win 2-1.
No, they're really
I'm writing it in now. I'm locking and loading it, mate. Brentford, I'm sorry. Brentford, I think, are about to go on a downward spiral. Yeah, they're going to need some sympathy as well.
Mate.
They're in it. They're in the mud.
2-0 Brentford.
No. Really?
Yes.
So Wolves are really down. Look, it's Christmas.
I'm telling you, I'm at the graveyard. I'm visiting.
I'm going against the grain here.
I'm visiting. Is the grave's looking good? Yeah. No one's been tampering. No. Gravestone's good. Yeah. Cool. There's no extra weeds that are growing here that I need to take off. All right. Let me put some flowers. There we are.
So you're
I'll
saying
be back.
2-0.
I'll be back next week.
Wait, let me see who Wolves have got after this. Because hang on, I think it's Man City next. No, Liverpool. Liverpool away. Mate, I'm telling you.
Can I build a new grave?
Mate, this is dear. No, I'm sticking by it. Wolves are going to win. We're finally going to see it. Look, they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay up. I was going to say they're not going to stay awake. They might stay awake. They're not going to stay in the Premier League. But I surely they've got to get a win soon. They've actually been really unlucky, mate. To be fair, like they lost 1-0 at Villa, 2-1 against Arsenal. I'm sorry, that Arsenal game is just blasphemy.
Fair play to Wolves in that fixture. Yeah,
yeah, they defended well.
Yeah, because they were resolute, and Arsenal were just poor. But you've still lost 10 in a row.
I don't know what I've said they're going to win. I went from saying they're going to lose 10-0 to saying they're going to win, but being confident about it. No, I do think they're going to win. I'm standing by it.
They've lost 10 in a row.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
I have nothing else to say.
Let's go on to the next game.
At this point, we might as well start predicting Wolves games in the Championship.
We could do. I reckon they'll beat Preston 2-1 at home next season in November.
Yeah, no, okay. So yeah, if we're looking for Wolves to win a football match, right? What I can do right now is
who have they got in the FA Cup? Shrewsbury. They're not even going to win that.
No, what we can do is actually go to the Championship, right? And I reckon Wolves can get a result against Ipswich.
Okay.
Bristol City, Birmingham, Wrexham. Yeah.
At home, they'd beat those teams.
You know, Wolves against Blackburn. Yeah. It's a win.
Well, I think they're beating Brentford, mate, and I think it's. I think this is where my prowess in the footballing sphere comes into fruition this week. I really do. I'll tell you what, I'm about to make another bold prediction too.
Yeah.
Christmas at Tottenham this year is going to be stinky because they have Liverpool at home. Okay. And I've got a sneak suspicion that this game is going to be an absolute car crash for Tottenham.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm at the graveyard, right? And
you've just laid the flowers down for Wolves.
Yeah, for Wolves, right? Before I leave, I got to go and visit Tottenham. And have a look.
Because the gravestone's just arrived. It's a fresh one.
It's brand new, right?
Yeah,
I want to make sure like foxes and whatnot haven't started digging. You know, like everything's got to be maintained there.
Yeah.
Go and check on them.
It's a very morbid video that we've had today. But I'm inclined to think that we might be right on a couple of accounts.
To be fair about Tottenham, Thomas Frank is already speaking a language that means it's already the beginning of the end.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall or on the stone, as the case may be in this instance.
Have you heard what he said where he's talking about having to give time?
Yeah.
And that you can't just make a change now because there is no other way but giving time. In his sense at Tottenham, he's not wrong. He is right. But the problem is the outcome will always remain the same. So he's right in saying that if you try to make a change now, you're not going to get anything good out of it. I agree. But if you don't make a change, you're still not going to get anything good out of it because this is the history of the Tottenham.
It is. At this point, I think it just needs to be etched in stone. Like, we need to stop treating them like a big team because they won a Europa League. They're not. The team itself has got some great individuals in it, I think. I think Van der Ven is a fantastic defender. I think Romero's a solid player. I will continue, but I can't say too much more. Kudus is a great player.
Yeah.
Also. That's it. I think Bergvall could be a good player in the future. But I can only see this going one way. I can't give my score first because it isn't my score. But I'm pretty convinced by this being a one-sided game.
It's mad because this whole season so far, since the collapse of Liverpool, I've just kept saying, yeah, Liverpool are going to just fumble and fumble and fumble.
Is this going to be... This is the first time in about a month and a half, maybe. Put me out my misery. Go on.
I know, right?
Go on.
I know. I'm going to say 3-1 Liverpool.
Wow. Okay, then.
And
I'll go one step further.
go on.
3-0.
Oh, okay.
3-0. I'm certain Liverpool will win. Why do I do this? I suppose they're going to win now. I am certain Liverpool are going to win. Tottenham won't score.
I think they'll score.
And
At
I
home,
think it will be the most horrifying atmosphere ever. Like, pure bitterness. Do you remember when Chelsea lost to Sunderland, was it, before Christmas? Or Newcastle, when Mourinho...
Sunderland, I was there.
Yeah, me too.
3-1.
Me too. Yeah, it's going to be like that.
That was toxic.
That was horrifying.
That was toxic. I remember that.
That was not
horrible.
nice.
I remember just looking up at the fans, just like, what is going on right now? Like, the game's being played, and everyone's just kicking off. I'm like,
Yeah, this is bad. I think it's going to be like that for Spurs this weekend.
yeah, and it's this is the thing for Tottenham. There is no way out. It's either there's two outcomes, two ways that Tottenham can go here: accept or delete club.
Accept your history as your future, or just get out of it.
Just accept this is the level. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. This is it. Just accept it, or delete club. And just
I'm
end
with
it.
you. I'm with you. People might think we're stupid, but we're not. We know. We know what we're talking about. Everton Arsenal, big game, huge game, and this is banana skin territory. If ever there was one, little Christmas knee slide, little Christmas ice skate, whatever you want to do. Don't think we're going to be getting a white Christmas for the UK this year, but
This is not had one in years.
no, I don't know when the last white Christmas.
remember-
I've not been there.
I remember
so
one
don't
as a
know.
kid. That was the last time.
Yeah, no, many years ago.
I was
But
a
it was
child.
like it's one of those where the snow had been and then it was frozen. And it was a bit like grotty, you know.
Oh, no, I was no, but the proper, like I think 95 or like 96,
Yeah.
somewhere there, 97.
Yeah, I
somewhere
don't
there.
remember that, mate.
Yeah.
I was a little nipper at that point, but I don't remember it. I don't know if to go with my head and my heart here. My head... Everton have had some big defeats at home too. Like, they've been brushed aside at home at times. And I have a theory behind this, and I think it's kind of similar to Spurs. Like, I think when you get to like these brand new stadiums that are really nice, and it's kind of exciting, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's why Spurs have struggled so much. I think teams go there and they're like, wow, this is pretty big. So they show up for it. It's an occasion, right? I think the same thing's going to happen to Everton a couple of times this season, unfortunately. And I've got a feeling it might also happen here. I can see it's banana skin. But I'm going to say Arsenal are going to win 2-0. Unfortunately. I think they will. I think Everton are going to be hurting.
This is where I get 3 points.
What are you going to say?
2-1 Everton.
No, really? Wow, I'm locking it in. Why?
This is the history of the Everton Arsenal. Like,
It's a good answer.
no, so it's not Goodison, which can be a disadvantage for Everton, because Goodison has always been a place that Arsenal just don't like to go to. But this game and under David Moyes is what I think might save Everton here.
Wow.
Everton are the perfect type of team that can actually deal with Arsenal on their day, you know, where you don't really expect it, but in terms of shape, style, directness, I think Everton can nullify Arsenal. And Arsenal are in this patch now where it's like, we're not quite sure what's going on. Physically, I think Everton might actually show more dominance than Arsenal here and actually rattle them because of it. And disturb their rhythm. And it's because of that I think Everton might actually nick it.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I think this game could be a make or break for Arsenal's festive period, which then by definition could be a make or break for their season.
Which is what I think's happening.
I don't want to blow it up too much and exaggerate it, but I actually think this is a huge game. I think psychologically,
it'd be a very good
Christmas,
away win.
Yeah, yeah, and they'd be top of
very
Christmas.
good away win. Yeah.
And if they don't win, City should beat West Ham. So they would be second.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and I think that would mean a lot for the Premier League.
Big time.
Because Arsenal have literally been the front runners here for so long. And like top at Christmas is a thing, you know? Like top the week before Christmas, no one cares. No one ever remembers that. But top at Christmas is something that people look at. It's like, okay, well, they were top at Christmas, then they won the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think for City, especially and we've talked about this a lot throughout the course of this week, check the vids out from this week, but the fact that City the history of the Man City is that they show up for the second half of the season, they go on a crazy run. Part of me thinks that might have started, but I think they're going to get the result here, Arsenal. I think they're going to win.
Arsenal away from home as of late in the league have not been good.
Sunderland game, slip, Chelsea.
So, yeah, since the Sunderland game, there's Sunderland 2-2, Chelsea away 1-1, Villa away lost 2-1. Everton for me right now, banana skin. After that, they got Palace, Brighton. You can see Arsenal winning those, right? Everton for me, something's telling me Everton are going to win this.
All right, we'll see what happens. Next game. This is a tricky one. Leeds Palace.
Oh,
This is actually a really difficult game. Leeds are unbeaten in 3, but they need wins. Palace still very much up there. 5th at the time of recording. Could be 6th if Man United get a win against Bournemouth. I don't know how to call this one.
it's difficult.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't even have any inclination, which normally means I just go straight to a 1-1.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Christmas, mate. I feel like these kind of games around this time of the year, it could be anything. It could be boring and it could just be like lots of 0-0s, 1-1s, and teams are like kind of nervous about the schedule so no one goes for it before Christmas. I don't know. No Boxing Day fixtures as well, by the way. I'm gutted about that. But
Yeah, it's the day after Boxing Day.
yeah, it's horrible. Why ruin our traditions?
Because this is the history of the UK.
Yeah, awful. Say no more. What do you think is going to happen here? It's your score.
This is tough because I reckon Leeds are due a win, and Leeds have actually been playing better, especially under pressure. Farke's job was under threat, and if he bottled Liverpool-Chelsea, I think he wouldn't be here right now.
He looked farked at one point, didn't he?
He did look. He did. And he's done really well. They've done really well. They've played quite well. But they've still not got wins. And I do reckon at home, they do always show up and they do always end up being up for it. But Palace are a really good side. And Palace, I think, are really hard to break down and really hard to get through. City obviously defied that because City are City. But it's hard because I can see either side winning.
So by default, it's going to be a draw.
I'm going to say Yeah, I can't help but think 2-2.
2-2. Good game. I am going to give Leeds the benefit of the doubt. I think they're going to nick it 2-1. Late goal.
That'd be a really good result for Leeds.
It would be and again, I think they're at a point where it's almost a must win. I know that Palace are high in the table, but at home now, the way that the bottom of this league is looking,
it's sticky.
It's really tough, and they need to win any game where there's a little bit of I think Leeds have got to go for it, and I think Palace might be again struggling after the 3-0 home defeat to Manchester City. Another massive game. There's a lot of really good matches here in this game week. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters what happens at Bournemouth. If Man United could win 5-0, I still think they'll lose this.
Villa win. Next game.
I'm convinced Villa win this game, mate, to be honest.
Me too.
And, and we've done lots of content on Aston Villa this week, but they're not winning games by huge margins, but they're winning every game. They're in amazing form. Man United are very hit and miss all season. I'd say it's definitely better than it was last year, for sure, obviously. But right now, I can't look beyond Aston Villa winning, especially at home. Their home form is sensational. They're third in the home table. They've won 6 out of 8.
Villa are third in the home form.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be higher.
Well, I mean, they had a bad start to the season, didn't they? But
True.
They are third. Man City and Arsenal have both won 7 out of 8.
To be fair, they're showing home and away form right now for Villa is unbelievable.
Man United's away form also very good. Unbeaten in the last 5.
Yep.
To be fair.
Even in games where it looked like, these lot should be down and out. And yeah, Man United did pick up results.
I think Villa 2-1.
2-1?
Close game. I think Man United will show up. I think it'll be a good match. But Villa to win 2-1.
I'm going to go one step further.
5-0.
I'm going to say... okay, I'll go 3-1. I wanted to say 3-0. 3-1 Aston Villa.
Bruno score a penalty.
There'll be something dumb. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Or like ball comes into the box and someone takes a shot, hits a defender on the shoulder and hits the post and goes in, or just something crazy, and United will score a goal that way.
Final game of the week is 13th against 16th, which doesn't sound all that entertaining, but I think this will be a cracker. Fulham versus Forest. Fulham at the moment, if there's one thing that Fulham matches are not, it's boring. Fulham games are entertaining. 5-4 against Man City. 3-2 win at Burnley. Forest, off the back of a sensational win against Tottenham Hotspur. They've won 3 out of their last 5. Fulham have also won 3 out of their last 5. Almost identical records. I've got a feeling this is going to be an absolute cracker at Craven Cottage.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I really do.
I don't.
Oh, well, Christmas Scrooge over there. God.
Sorry to be a downer.
All right. Well, no, it's each to their own, isn't it? Like, you are beating me in the predictions this year, so how dare I come at you?
No. I mean, you're not wrong on Fulham. I don't expect crackers out of Forest, I'll be honest.
I love what you've done there. Debenhams crackers, M&S crackers, Waitrose crackers, which ones?
The thing is, Forest have done really well against Tottenham, but again, Tottenham. Forest are not the sort of team to maintain that.
Yeah, they're up and down, aren't they?
Especially under Sean Dyche. Away from home. Maybe at home, yeah, they show that against certain teams. But away from home, for them, I think this has got, slow-paced game written all over it.
What's the score going to be?
1-1.
1-1. All right, well, I'll throw it out there. Corker of a match, 3-2 Fulham.
I'd love that.
You'd love it?
I'd love that. If we got a really good game of football and some goals there, that would be great.
It's also interesting because it's not Man United as the last game of the game week this week. So Manchester Mondays is over.
Are you telling me Manchester United are not playing on a Monday?
No, they're not.
For the 4th time in a row, that's not happening.
But they are playing on a Sunday afternoon, I think, which means that all of Monday Night Football can be talking about them conveniently. They know their audience, don't they?
They do.
They do. Big fan base, Manchester United. But anyway.
Monday Night United is finally over, though.
Monday United, mate. That is what it is. Let us know your predictions. We've got some jeopardy this week. We've got a few different scores. So one of us is going to show our prowess this week. It's either going to be me pulling things back or Eunice pulling away. Let us know in the chat, in the comments, what you think it's going to be. Your score predictions are always welcome. And if you think we are plonkers, let us know. That's always what we're here for. To be told off by you lot. But anyway,
you can stick us in the graveyard with Wolves if you want.
You can. And Spurs, apparently.
Yeah.
According to both of us. That is one thing we have universally agreed on, is that Tottenham will get beat by Liverpool. So just watch it be the opposite. Anyway, next time we do predictions, it's going to be a tough one because we've got to predict in advance because we're in the studio now. So
you're going away for Christmas,
going away
which
for
means
Christmas.
that we're going to get that prediction video in whilst we're together.
Yeah.
Which means for the first time, we're predicting
in advance.
2 weeks in advance. So we'll be able to show you our expertise or maybe lack of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, imagine if that next week's ones will be like the best performing that we do.
Then we carry that data and we learn from it.
We do.
And we know that we've got to make predictions 2 weeks in advance.
We should start doing that for sure. Thanks for watching. See you next time.